Hi everyone, oksancia here. This is my first live broadcast. I'm super excited. I told myself that I'm going to do this today. I'm going to try it. So bear with me, but let's get started making a repeat custom pattern. This is my first live broadcast. I can hear myself. Super excited. I told myself that I'm going to do this today. I'm going to try it. So bear with me, but oh no, let me see. Let me see what happened. Okay. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, let's get to it. Let me show you how I make a repeat pattern from start to finish in Adobe Illustrator CC. I have 2015 version of Adobe Illustrator, so I'm super excited. Let's get started. First, I'm going to share my screen here of Adobe Illustrator. So this is it. And I'm going to open my new template that I created for repeat patterns. This is the template that I use the most. And this one is, okay, so this is basically a template. You can't see much here, but this consists of a series of identical symbols with one in the middle with an artboard, 600 by 600 pixels. So this is going to be our pattern tile where I'm going to create a repeat. Now I need the elements, and I decided to make a pineapple pattern today. I don't have any pineapple patterns at all. At least I don't think so. So this is just about time to make a pineapple pattern, since I had a pineapple in my kitchen, and I took a photo of it. I put it in my Evernote. Copy image in the Evernote and paste. Okay, let me paste right here. Oh, let me see. Okay. Okay, let me just drop this directly from Evernote. Okay, that's worked. Okay, make it smaller. So this is the pineapple I had in my kitchen. Double click. There you go. Okay, so this layer is where you're going to double click on the layer and make a template out of it. So that dims it to 50% transparency. Create a new layer on top, and I'm going to quickly make a line art based on this pineapple right here. First, let me check how we are doing in the broadcast. Okay. It seems like it's working. I hope that it works. Okay. Let me go back. Let me go back to the my Illustrator here. Okay, so let's start making my okay, let me see. I think I'm going to make a thicker using a Blob Brush right here. So let me make it maybe 6. And I'm going to make a quick line art just like that. I do use the brush tool too from time to time, but somehow I learned how to use the Blob Brush tool, and I'm going to just stick to this one for now. Okay, I'm using my Intuos tablet. I have Intuos 5, I think. No, I don't like the line. I just undo it and start over. Okay. I don't really stick to exactly to the photos I have, to the reference photos. I kind of like to experiment with it. Okay, so, and I tend to come back later and clean up whenever I have. I will show you later how I do that. But I do like pineapples a lot. When we've been in Thailand with my husband a few years ago, pineapples, we saw how pineapples are grown, and it was fun. They are cool plants. I like how you can make the plant grow again by putting the top of the plant back in the ground. I haven't tried that myself, but maybe I should try it one day. Okay. So I do a kind of a rough line art right here. And then I go in and clean it up later. Maybe for the sake of this screencast, I will not be cleaning it up too much because it can take some time. But bear with me here. So I have, I like to use the eraser, and I'll go in and clean up the lines that I don't like how they turned out, some kind of little corners right here and over there. Okay. If it's just a little bit, what I also like to do, let me check over here, just a little bit over here. What I also like to do is, I like to take the, let me see what it is, the smooth tool, go in again. Not used to this version of Illustrator just yet. Okay. Command select everything, Command A again, just select and smooth out some of the lines. Like this. Okay, you get the idea. I will not be polishing it up too much. I like to go in and take a look. Not sure what's going on here. Go in and take a look. Okay, I think we might need a little bit more cleaning up. Over here, it's easier to see where to clean up when you turn off the reference photo. Okay, so let's continue with the fruit. Let me check if the recording is working. I think it does. Okay. All right. So let's get started with the actual fruit over here. It is very fun to see how everything is working out. I always love start, almost have no idea how it's going to turn out. I mean, my patterns, sometimes it's just playing around with it. And I always am surprised how things just come together in the process. Okay. So I'm just going to do kind of a rougher style today. Outline these bigger sections. right here, like this. Okay. I do like pineapples a lot. They are very yummy. I've had always trouble with cleaning them to eat, but my husband now has this ninja way how to clean them up. I will link the video down below somewhere if I find the way proper way how to clean them. We've seen people in Thailand on the streets cleaning them up very cool and super fast by kind of turning them around and making a cool rough pattern on in the fruit. So my husband eventually learned how to do that, so I benefit from it a lot. Okay, almost done with these bigger chunks right here. Okay, there you go. Okay, I think I might. I basically what I do, I look at it without a reference, and oftentimes I just go in and fix the eraser. Put here maybe 4. Go in and clean up, kind of reshape it a little bit if I think that I want a little bit of a different shape. Okay. Oh, this sticks out a little bit too much. Let's reshape that one too. So I never really stick too much to the reference. Mostly like to play around with it and change it up. Okay, seems like I will have to tilt it a little bit too. Okay, so the last part is to go in and make these little details inside of each section. Okay, bear with me here, since I have to do it all by hand. Okay. Yeah, normally I like to go in and smooth out all the lines and smooth out all the little imperfections. When I decided to go for a more kind of a rougher handmade style in this one, so some imperfections are actually good. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, so I will want to show a few versions of the element when I'm done with that line art, how I am making taking advantage of the line art to create a few different versions of the elements. Let me see. Okay, so this is what we have right now. Let me, oh, I think I missed one spot right here. Okay. Okay, let me clean it up a little bit. Mm-hmm. Sometimes I fix up some little corners with the Blob Brush, something with the Smooth tool, sometimes with the eraser tool. So depending what needs to be done, That's how I go about it. Okay. Okay. Let's fix a little bit, a few more little things, and we are going to move on to the next part, as to editing our element and making a few versions of it. Okay. Let me grab a smooth tool and give a few little strokes. This one, here and there, to smooth it out. Okay. So then we have our pineapple. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make it a little bit more straight. And actually, I forgot to save. I have a folder, a specific folder for my patterns. And let's do food patterns. And let's do pineapple seamless. And I have my own way of naming them. And let's do pineapple elements first. Okay, I'll save this as a pineapple elements. Okay, so this is going to be my base element right here, but I just noticed that this little guy ran away from me. I'll put him back. Command save. Okay. All right. I'm going to take this as a one element. Let me show you how I make a few different versions of it. So this is one. Let's make basically this is only line art, but I like to play around with the shapes. And what I do, I take the background shape over here, put it back. We have a silhouette, and let's do a little bit of a different color so it's more visible. So this is the now we have a colored object. What I do now, basically what we can do black and white inverted, and let's take these guys away. Actually put them to the side, maybe we can make something cool with them for later. So this is another version of the element. Let's put these guys back for a second, make a copy of them, put them over here. Okay, now let's take this part. Okay, change my mind. Yeah, I'm changing my mind all the time in this process. So let's take, what do I do with these guys? Okay, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to hit divide. I'm going to recolor these to white. I'm not sure why the zoom is not working today, not deselecting properly. And you can see that I'm hitting zoom. Oh, it doesn't work each time. So this is another version that we have. Let's color it something else today. Okay. Okay. So our element line is coming together nicely. Okay, and let's do one more. Let's do this group, double click, and then I can take this away, make a little bit of a different, and I can take maybe just the silhouette too. Let's do kind of black silhouette. So this is how it's coming together. And oh, these are the two identical ones. I wanted to actually I wanted to color these. Can do. Select only the green group, then double click. Then I can just select the top one, deselect this, and make them black, for example. Okay, try these little ones, make them black. And these ones, you can actually delete these ones and create a little bit of a different style, like once again. So this is how I like to make a series of, I think I deleted too much over here. Yeah. Series of elements based on one line art. Okay. Almost there. All right. So there you go. We have a few different elements here. Now, okay, we're going to group them together. Make sure that they are grouped together. You're going to now put them in, Command C. Go inside the symbol item and put them over here. Now we can go to our actions. As you can see, I have a long list of actions right here. So I'm going to have an action that I made 10% smaller. So I'm going to make this smaller. I'm going to I'm going to put them all on the artboard and oopsie daisy, and see how they all look together. Okay, so when I go exit symbol, you can see that the pattern starts taking shape immediately. Okay, so let's move them around a little bit. And let's change this color to something else. Let's do maybe something like this. And let's keep this one, make it maybe a bit smaller. Maybe let's get rid of this one for now. And let's see what we have here. So, okay, so we arranged a few of the elements. And now let's actually change the size of them. And let's do that they overlap each other a little bit. That might be interesting effect. Make this one small. Oops. Okay, so that it's coming together. Okay, let's do this one and make it bigger. Put it on top, but smaller. Oh, but let's lock the background square I have here. So we go Object, Lock, Selection. And now let's play a little bit more with the composition here. Okay, so we have some composition right here, and I'm arranging the pineapples, the elements, how I like them. Let's do this one on top here. Okay, so that's coming together. And I also want to do a few fun stars here and there. Okay, let's copy this one. And let's change the color a little bit like that to match the colors that we have here. And then we change the size to, let's do a green star, make it kind of nice and party-like. Blue star. Okay, so if we just exit like this, we can see that it is starting to come together, but it's still pretty much a mess. So we go back in, and I have here in my actions again the action that is called write. So if I press this action, it basically makes a copy 600 pixels horizontally to the right. So what I normally do, I select basically like this, all of the overlapping ones to the right. Okay, let's delete one of these. Okay, so basically this now looks exactly is exactly the same on the left as on the right. And I select all of these that overlap with this top edge of the artwork now, and put them all down. So basically same action, but all go down. Okay. So now when we exit, we can see that it starts to become more seamless in all directions. That is always nice. Okay. Let's fill in little blanks right here. So I think the orange one could go here. Maybe we could make it actually totally change it up and make it blue, totally blue one. And maybe we can do, let's make this star green. We can put the tiny one, smaller one right here. It's actually a little too many blue ones. Let's do maybe introduce one more color then. How about some nice gray one? That might be interesting. Let's see. Since we already have green, orange, and blue, we can introduce one more neutral color to this composition. Let's see. Okay, so that's starting to come together. Let's do a little bit more of the stars everywhere, here, there, and everywhere. Okay. I find it somehow satisfying filling up these little blanks everywhere. Black one. Maybe we can even actually put them on top of our pineapples here and there to kind of continue with this overlapping look. And we need one more for over here. Just maybe an orange one right here and here. Okay. There you go. What do you have? So this is my way of testing how it turns out. And now you can see how everything is set up. It's basically all seamless now, but it's not cut yet. So I'm going to show you using actions how I cut this pattern. Okay, let's put, you can see it's a little bit different when you go inside, but I will show you how it looks after it's cut, and it's going to look correctly. Okay, after it's been cut. All right, so let's save this one, and let's call it Pineapple Seamless. Just Pineapple Seamless.ai. Okay, Illustrator CC for now. So whenever you do a freelance project, sometimes you don't really have to cut it. You just have to arrange it correctly and put everything in the correct place. But for example, if you sell your patterns on microstock, it's always useful to cut the square or the whatever shape you're doing your pattern, to cut it out and just leave the artwork inside the artboard. So this will not be accepted on microstocks. So what I do here, I save as, call it stock.ai. You can call it something else, whatever you need. Okay, so that I know that it's going to be a cut artwork. What I do here, I select this symbol, and if you actually go inside the symbol, it gets easier to see how the symbol is arranged. So this is the artboard, and this is the symbol, and now it's being seamlessly arranged in all of these directions. So if I select it, what I have here, an action is called Make Swatch. If I click on it, I get some error, but yeah, it still worked. And this is basically, I get only one symbol now. And what happens here, that basically what makes swatch is select the symbol, then it's basically I go here and say, for example, if I select it, now let me try it one more time. Select inverse, and it's going to select all of these other symbols and get rid of them. I delete them, and I expand this one symbol in the middle. So that's basically how I set up this make swatch action for my needs. Okay, so this is what I have here. And what I do next, I have to cut it to make it perfectly square shape. I go to scripts, and I have my magic eraser script. I'm going to put a link to the in the description below after I'm done with the live streaming for you to find it online. So here you go. We have perfect 600 by 600 pixels pattern. I'm hoping it is perfect. This is how it looks now. It's interesting that when starting this live stream, I had no idea what I'm going to make, and this is just fun to see how it came to life during this live streaming. Okay, so I showed you these actions that I use, and these are one of the most used by me. What I do now, I put the pattern into the swatches. It's right here now, new pattern swatch 1. And to test, I have, where is it? Okay, I have, let me do it this way. Basically, I create a big circle. I find the circle easier to test. And for example, if I would click on the black or red, so you can just click on the swatch, and you will have a pattern. So you can test it out. If it was not properly made, then you will have problems here. But this one is created by the system that I came up with my husband, and It actually lets us create the repeat patterns with not much problems at all to fix. Sometimes there are some issues that just creep up on you, but most of the time it turns out pretty well. So this is the swatch that you already have. And I center the file. And let's look at the view outline. So this is how the vector is built inside. Preview. Let's save it. Okay, so this is it. This is basically a pattern that we created today. I hope it's been useful. Okay, let me go to turn off the screen sharing. So I hope you enjoyed watching my little demonstration how I create a repeat pattern from start to finish in Adobe Illustrator CC using my Wacom tablet. Here it is. And I'm hoping it's useful to you. If you have any questions about this demonstration, please leave them down in the comments, and I'll try to answer them as much as I can. And good luck creating your own repeat patterns. And if you want me to go into more detail about the actions and show you how I made them, how I recorded them, then please let me know, and I will try and shoot the video about that too. So enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you for watching. Bye.